It'll be 2 shots.
19 seconds. 82 to 81. Neville had a layup roll out as he came in up the left side of the rim. Kind of a little push one-footer.
Well, credit Neville for keeping it alive. He batted into the corner. Jody Patton picked it up, and
2 men trapped him, and one of them leaned into him. Jody will go on the line.
Boy, you sure like to have both of these.
The crowd in downtown Atlanta, the Omni, is standing up. Just, they don't know, they can't believe what they're watching, really. Herb and I have commented that way, too. Jody sticks up. Number 1, no good. He blew it off the front rim. We missed too many free throws in the first half, and we're still blowing them in the second half. I can't believe this. Timeout. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network.
There in Georgia, State Farm is offering young homeowners a great value.
Jody Patton will have another shot coming. Remember, when you get to 10 fouls now, they give you 2 shots. That's why he's on the line twice. He missed the first one, which really hurt because the lead stayed 1 point, and Tech can take the ball and come down and win with a shot. Now he needs this one for a 2-point lead to make Tech have to take a 3-pointer.
And Larry, Georgia with only 5 fouls, so they will be able to give 1 foul down at the other end, make Tech run some more clock.
Jody Patton going to try to make it 2 points. 19.6 seconds. That's a shade over 19 and a half. Jody sticks it up. In and out! They blew them both. Newbill rebound. Here comes Tech down the floor for 1 shot to win the game. 14 seconds. They missed both free throws. 82 to 81. Kenny Anderson working, driving. They're all over him, pressing him in the corner to Newbill. 5 seconds. Hill working, driving in the lane to Geiger going in. They knock it loose. Foul called under there. He might get 2 shots, and Tech can win on free throws. Half a second to go. Dogs committed a foul with 0.7 of a second to go. Georgia may have beaten themselves off the free throw line, though you don't know yet. Geiger took it to the hole down the right baseline. We wouldn't let him in within 6 feet. 3 men on him, and we fouled him.
Well, Larry, you're right. It's a sick feeling. You got an empty feeling in the pit of your stomach. The Geiger's got to make both of them to beat us.
82 to 81. Kent has been trying to get in for the last half minute or so. Durham talking to one of the officials here at midcourt. 82 to 81. Dog fans and the bench asked the Georgia people to come up and roar at Big Geiger. And the big transfer student who has really helped Tech, at least he has tonight. Boy, he's looked good. 0.7 of a second, which means you cannot get a shot off if you get the ball. Georgia now going to try to get Antonio Harvey ready. Less than a second. 82 to 81, Georgia leads, but Geiger gets 2 shots.
See, Durham's going to let him think.
Durham going to let him think. Georgia takes another timeout. This is ungodly. Pause for these words. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network.
When doctors were asked
for Diet Coke, Boomers.
You know, you look up at the clock and you see 0.7, so you think you got 7 seconds, but you haven't. You got 0.7.
Well, Larry, the Dogs wanted to foul a little while ago and use up that 1 foul they had, not on a shooting foul, but on somebody dribbling to make Tech take it out of bounds, but they couldn't foul anybody, and here it is.
And Geiger did the right thing down there when they went to him in the low post a couple minutes ago. He tried to go to the hole with it and lean in close. Now we call time again to make them think about it. Timeout again here, 82-82. You want to give some point totals?
Well, Larry,
I see that Latourell had 8 points here in the second half.
25, 27, 28 unofficially. About 11 of them coming in the second half. And
what does Kenny Anderson
once again, Kenny Anderson was 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 in the second half.
33 total. He had 20 at the half.
Yeah, he and Barry really did the job, the backcourt for Georgia Tech in the second half.
Well, this has been a great ball game. It's hard to be neutral, I suppose. But if there's any neutral people in the building who are lucky enough to get a scalper's ticket tonight and they're from some other state, I hope they have enjoyed this thing. This is unbelievable. Remember now, there's no time left. You can't take the ball out and throw a pass and get a shot. There's 0.7 of a second, and that's all that there is. 82 to 82. Georgia missed 2 free throws down here in front of their own bench. They really needed just one of the 2. And if they'd made 2, they could have won the ball game. Marshall Wilson going to come in for the Dogs. We've now used all our time out.
Well, if Geiger hits them, you just take his hand and say, good job. They did what we couldn't do down at the end of the ball game.
Durham are really talking to one of the officials. Let's see what the call is here.
But I tell you what, Larry, you're going to feel heartbroken, but you just got to say what a great ball game here. The fans got everything they could ever ask for out of a college game. Georgia a little cold shooting in the first half, but doing an excellent job otherwise, and just the second half has just been unbelievable.
Durham talked to the timekeeper and the official score. Marshall Wilson's in. Here it comes. Geiger going to win for Tech if he can. Cole asked the crowd, Harvey did before, to come up. He missed it. Patton rebounds, throws a long pass, and we're going to go overtime. It hit the front rim. 82 to 82. I can't stand this. Well, we're tied, and now we got to do it all over again. 82 to 82. Pause for these words. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network.
Recently.
Georgia's put Reginald Tinch back in. Neville's still out there despite the 4 fouls. The officials were grinning when the horn sounded. Geiger's free throw at the front rim. Jody Patton grabbed the rebound, doubled over the ball, then tried to throw a long pass over his head down the floor or throw it in or something, and of course he couldn't reach it. But anyway, the game was over. Now we're in overtime. 5 minutes. Geiger going to jump with Austin. They jump. Geiger tipping the side to Mackey. To Anderson. Geiger jumped so high he wound up on the floor. Tie ball game. Overtime. Tech's got the ball. Kenny Anderson has 33 points. To Newbill. Passes in the post. Mackey got it back out to Anderson to Mackey. And across. Newbill working with it on the right wing. They go to Geiger on the low right baseline. Shoots a 10-footer. Good. Geiger hit a fallback 10-foot jumper. Tech leads 84-82 in overtime. Georgia comes back down the floor. Rod Cole working outside. Rod Cole to Latiro Green. 84-82. Tech, we're in overtime. In the corner to Neville Austin, who's dribbling out on the right and bounces it out to the guard Cole and across to Marshall Wilson. Then to Rod Cole out front. Then to Latiro. Feeds in the post, double post to Tinch, who got in the lane. Geiger blocked the shot, but Geiger fouled him first, I think. Let's see.
Got him with the body, Larry.
That's the foul call here. Got better than 4 minutes to go. 2 shots. Geiger fouled him. 84-82, Tech, and we're in overtime.
And Hugh Durham has gone to the 1-3-1 passing lane defense down here on the other end to keep Kenny Anderson out of the middle. Boy, he was killing us there at the end. So we're playing the passing lane and going to try to make Tech stick some outside shots. So Geiger hits the baseline jumper.
Tinch, 6'5", junior, gets a couple of shots. He hit it. 84-83. Dogs missed 2 free throws in that last half minute or so, you remember, that could have iced it. Then Tech came down and missed 1 themselves that could have iced it. Good. Tinch hit them both. Tie, 84-84. Geiger out the hill across to Geiger. Dogs pressing. And now Anderson going to start down. They're trapping him. 2 men on him. They're trapping him. He hooks a high pass across to Big Newbill, who drove in the lane, who fed Mackey going in. And Tinch stripped the ball from him. Tinch stole the ball and got it to Latiro Green. Down to Marshall Wilson in the corner. Back to Latiro. Tinch saved the Dogs that time down the floor. 84-84. Cole backs up outside. I'm not believing what I'm seeing. Screen for Cole. Doesn't take the shot. He's on the right. Outside to Latiro Green. Latiro backs up dribbling. 84-84. 3.5 minutes. In the post. Tinch open. He missed a little layup. He bounced it off the board. Tech knocked the rebound out deep to Anderson. He jumps long. No good on the back rim. And the rebound Hill, and Tech takes it back out. Tie ball game, but they've got the ball. They go in the post to Big Mackey. Mackey back out to Newbill. 14-foot jump. Good. Newbill ripped it. Tech leads 86-84. Neville Austin to Cole. Georgia down the floor. They're going to post to Tinch. Back to Marshall. Long one. No good. And Tech got the rebound. The big men knocked it to another big man, and now Anderson's got it. Tech hits the jumper, but the Dogs can't. To Newbill. 86-84. Newbill going to feed in there to Mackey. We blocked the shot and catch the call. Foul under there. Tech's got the lead. They shot it, and we could not.
Well, they've had two big guys, one 7-footer and one 6'9", 6'10", hit the outside shot, just the shot the Dogs want them to take, Larry.
Neville Austin fouled out here. Was that 5 on him? I believe that's 5 on him. Jody Patton.
Neville staying in the game.
Neville is in. Who was the foul on that? Let's get the call. We're going to take Kinch out, which means we want to set Jody up for a 3 when we come down to the other end of the floor.
I need the stuff for him. What do we got left? 15.
Dogs getting Harvey ready, going for Neville Austin. I believe so. They got to watch the time to get the sub in.
34.
Now Harvey in. We put Patton in. Now Neville Austin came out. He started out before.
Well, if Georgia Tech hits this free throw, Georgia's got to come down and score. We need to maintain, stay close. You can't drop down in overtime.
Malcolm Mackey, a 6'11" sophomore, will be shooting. Free throw no good. Hit the back rim, went straight up and came off. But they lead by 2 with a little over 2 minutes to go. 86-84. Georgia fans on that end are waving shakers at him. He missed it. Rebound, Jody Patton fought and stole it, got it to Lachero, who bumped a man and came down running. Lachero went into the baseline and jumped up and fed a man on the other side. Marshall Wilson got fouled by Geiger as he tried to score under there. Antonio Harvey with him. Let's see who's the call on.
I believe it's on Geiger.
Nope. No, it isn't.
On Hill.
On Hill from behind.
Yep.
86-84 with 2:38.
I believe that's 5 on Hill. That's what Steve Split tells us anyhow. Yes, it is.
And Hill will foul out. Tech didn't think so. Geiger thought he had done it. Geiger went under the backboard then and leaned against the support under there, mad. Not complaining, the official mad at himself, but they call the foul on Hill, and Hill will come out. So Brian Domelick, the 5'11" senior guard, comes in. He's a little guy. He's got pretty good quickness. Played a few minutes in the first half.
Well, they lose some size with Hill. I know Bobby Cremins hates to see Hill come out. Domelick coming off the bench cold. And once again, Georgia with the opportunities at the free throw line, Larry. Georgia Tech just missed 2 big ones.
Marshall Wilson, the 6'8" senior, will be on the line for Georgia. His teammates are behind by 2. We put Hinch back in and took Jody out because Tech's going to come down the floor in a moment. Wilson, good, number 1. 86-85. 2:38. Marshall Wilson to get another shot. Second shot, hangs good. It came in the back door. Tie ball game, 86-86. Geiger going to try to get it out. Bounce it to Mackey, who came down close to him to get the bounce. He got it to Domelick, and they're going to run. Domelick going to take it on in. No good because it was bothered by Pinch and by Harvey on a layup. He took it in, and 2 men behind him reaching around, and they missed it. They don't complain. The Dogs got the ball back, and Cole comes down with 2:19. Now less than that to Marshall Wilson, and the Lachero Green out high and deep, 86-86 in overtime. Lachero Green to Georgia in the lane, and they hit him, and they knock it out of his hands in midair and catch the call. Foul on Georgia, they say, and not Georgia Tech. Boy, was Lachero mad on the Georgia bench, too, on the call. The lack of the call.
Sounded like it was Flesh that got hit, but you never can tell.
So Tech will be on the line again, and it's 86-86.
Well, it's a 1-1, Larry. We still haven't reached the 10 foul.
Yeah, but it's Anderson, so the 1-1 is automatic, probably. It has been before. 86-86. It normally is with him, and he is something. And put that left-hander up there. Good. 87-86. I'm not going to have a lot of voice left. 2:07 to go.
Well, the Dogs blew a big opportunity down here to take the lead.
Anderson to shoot another shot. Puts it up. It fell off the left side. No good, and Pinch rebound. Tech's got an 87-86 lead. Pinch gave it to Lachero Green. Georgia down the floor. 2:01. Georgia's a point behind. They got the ball. Lachero Green outside. He gives it to Marshall Wilson on the right wing. Wilson going to feint his man around and try to go in. Went in and fed back to Cole. Cole back in the right corner to Lachero. Long one. No good. Rebound, Harvey, and somebody hit him. Mackey, I think, was it?
Yep. Bumped him inadvertently with the body on the rebound, and Georgia will be shooting 2 free throws from here on, Larry. Takes a little pressure off.
87 to 86.
Great rebound by Antonio Harvey. Lateral Green with a three-pointer. Georgia got the good shot. And once again, the Dogs at the line. Antonio Harvey, pretty good touch for a big guy.
105 seconds, which means 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Harvey gets 2 shots. Dogs down by 1 in overtime. Harvey puts it up. Good. High ball game, 87 to 87.
Well, Larry, I've played in 8 of these and have seen about 10 other ones. I don't remember any that's been more intense in the second half than this one.
In fact, we've gone on beyond the second half now. We're trying to start another half. Harvey going to get another one up there. Good. Dogs lead 88-87. Tech's going to take the ball out. 104 seconds now, less than that. They try to trap. They got it across to Mackey, who came out of midcourt to help him. Back to Newbill. Newbill way across to Geiger, who went in on the baseline, and they bouted him. The ball knocked back out. Mackey rebounded out front for Tech, and they got it back. Geiger drove. We forced the shot too hard. And Tech works. Newbill to Geiger, got a screen. He went on in, and we hit him, and Pinch is mad. I think Pinch fouled him from behind with 82 seconds to go. Foul on either Harvey or Pinch, I'm not sure.
Well, great block by Georgia down there. Antonio Harvey blocked Matt Geiger's dunk. The ball bounced free, and Georgia Tech got it back.
Pinch is going to sit down, and Jody Patton back in. Georgia 88, Georgia Tech 87 with 1 minute and 22. That's what 82 seconds means. Geiger going to get 2 shots for Tech. Now he's got a chance to put him out in front again. They wave shakers at him under that end of the goal. He missed it on the back rim. No good. He can tie it up with this one. 88 to 87, 82 seconds.
Well, if he misses, the Dogs have to get the rebound. Georgia Tech came up with a big rebound off the miss last year.
Geiger, second one. Off the rim, no good. It came out deep, and Cole got it 14 feet out in front. Gives it to Lateral. Georgia's going to walk down the floor. Lateral Green coming down. It's 88 to 87. Lateral Green working outside. Lateral holding to Jody out there deep. Gives it back to Rod Cole. Dogs with a 1-point lead in the ball. There's 1 minute and 3 now. Cole looking at the clock. You got to watch the shot clock, too. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 88-87. Cole dribbling outside. Cole working. Watch the shot clock. 14 seconds. He looks up at it. Rod Cole working. Watch the shot clock. Screen. No shot. Cole going to drive. Got underneath and fed. Layup. Marshall Wilson. Good. Cole went in and fed it off. Dogs lead 90-87. Kenny Anderson working outside for Tech. Georgia 3-point lead. 33 seconds. Domalik in the corner. Backing Newbill in the corner. Back outside to Domalik. Then to Kenny Anderson. 24 seconds. Time out. My God, 90-87. Pause here. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network.
Some people say it's the attitude.
24 seconds plus a fraction. Herb White says if they play another overtime, he's leaving. He will not do it. He wants to listen. Steve Splitt has wondered, our engineer, what happened to the easy games early in the year. Will you look at this thing? 24.2. Tech's got the ball. They need a 3-pointer to tie or a 3-point play. Remember that. 90-87. Domalik of Tech going to take it out. They gets it to Newbill. Tech has missed crucial free throws. It's hurt them. Domalik working outside. He shoots a long one. Good, he hit it. 90-90. Lateral to Rod Cole. 10 seconds. In the corner, Marshall Wilson. He doesn't shoot. Watch the clock. And they lost the ball. It's knocked out of bounds with 4 seconds. 90-90. Little Domalik, a substitute guard, hit a long one and Tech tied it up. Georgia will take it out with 4.5 seconds. Holy smokes. 90-90. You want a commercial here, or can we sleep for a moment? You don't need another commercial. Herb, you don't need to give a point either because you don't want to, I can tell.
Larry was good all the way. I've seen Steve Grant hit a 3-pointer at Vanderbilt. Domalik was not Not a very pretty shot. The ball was wobbling as it flew through the air, but my goodness, it caught just the side of the rim and dropped through. The Dogs plenty of time now into their own basket for either a shot or a foul.
Got to get a shot and got to hit the shot. You can't miss the shot, and if you miss it, you can't foul on a rebound.
For a minute there, it looked like Tech might have got the ball back. There was something in the corner over there. So.
Yeah. 90-90. This is really something. What a shame that this building only handled 16,000 or so. What a shame that only 16,000 could see this thing.
Well, it's just a shame that ESPN or TBS or somebody didn't put this game on television. They really missed one here.
Overtime in the Omni, 90-90 with 4.5 seconds. Well, who have we fouled out? Neville Austin and who? Is that all? Tech fouled out Barry and Hill, I believe.
Orlando Bennett's also out.
Yeah, and Orlando Bennett out.
Georgia should get at least 2 free throws out of this or a good shot.
Yeah, but there's only 4.5 seconds. Dogs take it out underneath their offensive goal. Now watch. Watch this thing now. Watch it. Pinch is going to take it out near the left corner. Big Mackey on him. Dogs pivot around and look. They get it to Harvey in the left wing. Watch the clock. Harvey under pressure shoots a long wild shot. No good, and we got to play another overtime. Harvey got pressed over there. Bounced it a couple times, threw a long 30-footer and missed it. It hit the board in the back rim. We got to do it again. We got to do it again. 90-90 and another overtime. I'm out. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network.
Too long. There's a curfew, isn't there?
Oh, that's right. There is a curfew. 90-90 with 5 minutes. There is no sudden death in college. If you're playing at 2 in the morning, you're playing at 2 in the morning. Dogs don't have a lot of size left with the 2 men we have fouled out. Tex Geiger going to jump with Antonio Harvey. 90-90. You realize we had the game in our hands and they hit a long 3 and we come down and don't get a good shot.
Brian Dominic only points of the ball game. The 3 most important.
Was it big? All right, Harvey and Geiger are going to jump. Second overtime. They threw it too high and Geiger coming down knocked it back to the Tech guard. Anderson underneath. And Pinch stole a pass coming across from the other side. Pinch way across to Marshall Wilson to Cole. Reginald Pinch stole the ball, and the Dogs going to work. We're in second overtime. Marshall on the left wing to Lachero. 90-90 in the second overtime. Lachero backs up outside dribbling. 4:38 to go. Lachero Green outside. Gives it to Cole. Cole to Marshall Wilson on the left wing. Back out to Lachero. Second overtime. 90-90. Lachero a long one. Back rim, no good. Pinch hit the rebound, but Tech intercepted deep outside. Big Mackey to Anderson, who's going in the baseline. He missed it, but we fouled him. He missed the jumper on that left baseline.
Well, bad foul. It looked like he got him after the shot. They're going to give him 2, of course.
90-90 with 4:18. I can't believe what we're seeing. It's really something to watch, though. I'll say that. It's really something. So, Kenny Anderson on the line. We checked once. He had 33.
Larry, I don't even know if I've been writing them down the last 5 minutes.
You may not have. He sticks it up. He hit it. Tech leads 91-90. He'll get another shot. 91-90. 4:18 to play in the second overtime. We really just got into it. Good, he hit them both. You didn't expect anything else, and you know it. Pinch to Cole, 92-90. Rod Cole down the floor. Rod Cole on the left wing to Marshall Wilson. Marshall Wilson to Rod Cole on the left wing to Lachero. Baseline, Antonio Harvey. Bad pass. His Pinch cut, and Tech intercepted. The Dogs have thrown it away, and Tech comes down to try to stretch the lead. Anderson under pressure, fed Mackey, and Mackey missed a shot. He was too far underneath, and Pinch stole a rebound for Georgia. Over to Harvey. Gosh, he was too far underneath, or he would have scored. Tech still got a 2-point lead. Georgia down the floor. Rod Cole to Lachero Green to go in the post to Pinch. Pinch looking. Pinch holds back outside to Marshall Wilson. Long one out front. No good. Rebound. They fight. Mackey's got it and barely could keep it because we pressed him over to Anderson. Tech's got the ball again, 92-90. Anderson to Geiger in the right corner. Geiger comes dribbling out on the side to Dominic. Tech's got the ball and a 2-point lead. This is the second overtime. These guys have got to get tired. Kenny Anderson dribbling. Kenny Anderson going to start in. Jumper. No good. Rebound. Harvey one-handed curled it to his chest. Dogs got the ball 3 minutes and a couple of seconds. 92-90, Georgia Tech. We're in the second overtime. Georgia can't buy a basket. Letero Green outside. 92-92, 57. Gerard Cole. Then they go to Letero Green and to Rod Cole. Then to Marshall Wilson in the left wing. That zone won't let him in at all. And one of the men that fouled out, Neville, had really been scoring underneath behind that zone. Dogs working. They're behind 2:40 to play. Rod Cole found a hole going in. And what did they call? He went in to score. And did he get hit by Mackey going in?
Yeah, they called it before the shot.
I think they did.
He'll still get 2, and Mackey is fouled out of the ball game.
As Mackey fouled out, too, that's Tech's first big man to be gone. 2:38 to go. He took it on in, but he got hit 7-8 feet out on the right side of the lane coming in. The goal is not allowed. Tech still leads 92-90. This puts the pressure on free throw shooting again.
Well, whoever Tech brought off the bench in the second half has done it. Barry came off and hit 3-pointers. Dominic came off and hit the shot to put it into double overtime. So
Tech going to get James Munlin, the 6'11 senior center in. 2:38, 92-90. Big Munlin comes in. The only big man Georgia has on the floor is Harvey. The others are gone.
Well, we need these free throws, Larry. We can't afford to go down 4 points. Tech comes down and scores. If we miss these, we're in big trouble. So that's looking way ahead, but we really need to make them.
Second overtime. 2:38. I keep saying that. Rod Cole on the line with 2 free throws. 92-90. Took a deep breath, bent, stuck it up good, though it rimmed for a moment. 92-91. Cole to get another one. You can't stand this, can you? You just don't.
I have a strange calm over me now, Larry.
Do you really? Cole to get another shot. It's up there. Good. 92-92. Tech's going to come down the floor. Ball is rolling out. They wait for the official to pick it up. Now Geiger of Tech going to take it out, and we're pressing. Got in the corner to Anderson. There's no sense pressing him. Anderson coming down. Tie ball game. 2:32 and the clock running in second overtime. Anderson working. Anderson outside. Geiger screens for him out there. Back to Geiger. He's going in wide open. He missed the dunk on the back rim. He tried to dunk it. He was wide open layup. Georgia got the ball. Cole and Letero Green down the floor. Long one, Letero. No good over the rim. Rebound. Dominic stole it. We're trapping him underneath. And he stepped out of bounds before he passed it off. Well, Dogs will take it out.
They used to call that a force out in the old NBA. Smart play by the Dogs as they gave Dominic no place to move on the baseline.
Geiger tried to slam dunk it or he would have scored. Dogs get it out in their offensive end. Cole way down the floor to Letero on the other side of midcourt. And Letero comes across 2:04, 2:03, 2:02. Second overtime. Letero starts around to Marshall. Long one on the left side. Good. It went in and out and went back in. 95-92. Geiger to Dominic. Dominic running and Pinch kicked it with his foot and was on to steal it, but you can't do that. Marshall picked it up. However, it's Tech's ball. 95-92 and 109 seconds to play. 95-92 in the second overtime. Tech's going to take it out underneath their offensive goal. They got big men under there, but Dominic lobs away out to Newbill, then to Kenny Anderson. Will they take a three to try to tie it up? Kenny Anderson one way and the other. A long one. No good back rim. Munlin got the rebound. It's knocked loose, but they called a foul on Pinch of Georgia. With 98 seconds to go, and it's 95-92. I know. It's kind of loud. Munlin's going to go on the line.
Well, Larry, I've said so many times in Jinx, Georgia, the guy's going to the free throw line, but Munlin's just come off the bench. He hasn't played all night long, so if you want somebody, I guess, to be shooting free throws, it'd be Munlin. But
both teams have missed some free throws tonight that changed the game. Both of them. Now Munlin just off the bench.
Just don't blame me if he makes them, Larry.
Well, he's going to get a couple. He hits number one, and Tech is cut at the 2, 95-93. If WRFC in Athens has another engineer, could you send him over here? Split is gone. Munlin to get another shot. Front rim, no good. Pinch high, the rebound. Georgia's got a 2-point lead in the ball. 94-93 seconds. Letero Green down the floor. Georgia leads 95-93. Screen, Letero can't lose it. To Cole, he's going to take it in. Back right in front to Harvey. In and out, a little 7-footer. A wide open jump. Somebody grabbed the wrist. We may have fouled under there trying to play defense. Foul on Kent. Now Tech can go to the line and tie it up on free throws.
Well, Georgia got exactly what they wanted there. A little 5-footer in the lane, and Tony Harvey shot a nice shot. It just bounced out.
Georgia's fouled out another man. We have no big men left.
Reggie Tench is gone, and that really hurts. He's come up with big play after big play here in the second half. Really a great floor game by Reggie Tench.
Do you realize how small we are now for college basketball? Lem Howard going to come back.
Lem Howard played a great second half also. He hasn't played lately, but he stuck in 5 big jumpers, 3 of them coming in the second half. And, man, that ball was down in the basket again and came out.
A little open jumper by Antonio Harvey. Newbill will be on the line. Officials are talking. We're waiting to get Lem Howard in. Durham deliberately paused to put him in. That's the second time he's done that to get a little rest in there. Now, you have 81 seconds. Tex Newbill will try to can them both and tie it up. We can't have another overtime. My God, we're going to be here all night.
Well, Larry, it's been back and forth. I think Tech may have had a 4-point lead early in the other overtime.
Newbill shooting good. He hits it 95-94. This is a second overtime. Tech going to try to tie it up. Newbill to get another shot. Georgia 95, Georgia Tech 94, 81 seconds to go. In and out, no good. Rebound Munlin over the head, good. A crazy over-the-head shot by the guy who's supposed to be cold off the bench. And the Dogs come down the floor behind 96-95. You realize what Munlin has done? Cold at Lacerro Green. Georgia behind with 64 seconds to play in overtime. Lacerro outside. Tech leads 96-95. To Marshall Wilson on the left. Almost took it. Went in. Back in the corner. So Lacerro takes a long one. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Give it out to Georgia. Lucky call with 51 seconds.
Looks like the Dogs had 2 men on that one. Lacerro hasn't hit a 3-pointer all in the second half, Larry.
We've really gone cold in the second overtime, and I think that's fatigue. I really do.
Well, he's had plenty of wide open. He usually buries those.
Cole to Marshall Wilson to Lacerro Green. We may be dog-tired, and that's why we're not shooting it well now in the closing seconds. 44 seconds. Lacerro to Cole in the right wing. Back to Lacerro. Tech leads 96-95. Second overtime. Marshall Wilson back to Lacerro. Dogs can't shoot it outside. Screen. Lacero's going in. Layup good. 97-96. 28 seconds. Tech coming down the floor. Anderson going to try to beat us or somebody. Tech's got the ball. 21 seconds. 98-97. Tech. Little screen in the pick. And Anderson's going to drive. He was short with a layup because Harvey bothered him, and Harvey rebounded. And what's the foul call? Did Geiger grab a man under there? He may have.
Harvey was fouled, and credit Antonio Harvey with a great defensive play. Forced Anderson to miss the layup.
12.8 seconds.
Man.
Now, Antonio Harvey to the line, but it's not over. Remember, you come down, you shoot a 3, or you shoot a 2, or whatever. 98-97. Tech's got the lead. We haven't made the free throws.
Well, Antonio made 2 big ones a little while ago.
Tech leading. Antonio Harvey. Score right. Antonio Harvey puts it up good. Place is just dead rocking. 12 and a half seconds, 98-98. Tech going to call time before Antonio shoots the next one.
Well, even a timeout feels good right now.
Timeout. Pause. Georgia Bulldog Network. Georgia's lead is 98-96. I don't even know what I said before the timeout. We had a 1-point lead. Tech came down. We bothered to lay up. Harvey rebounded. They fouled him. Harvey just stuck one in. The lead is 2 with 12.8 seconds.
Well, Larry, it's going to be unfortunate somebody has to lose this game. And both teams, one of them will have to come out and play again Saturday night with a tough loss. And, well, there's going to be some people heading for the bars after this one to have one to settle down, I believe.
Oh, Harvey going to get another shot. So that if Tech gets a 3-point play, they could only tie it. Harvey puts it up there. He missed it. And the rebound. It's scrambled around, and Tech's got the ball. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. There goes Anderson in. We bothered high. He hit it. 98-98. And there's less than a half a second. We're going to have to play another one. Kenny hit a jump shot about a 10 or 11 footer. The Dogs lost time. Georgia would like to have another second and a half put on the clock. We couldn't get the ball out. We couldn't call time after it went in. And there's not even a half a second. We're going to have to play another overtime. Anderson came around the left side of the lane and went in and jumped. Remember now, we fouled out our big people. I don't know what we're going to do now, Herb.
Oh, Larry, those free throws. Anderson would have had to make the three. This time he only had to get down in the lane.
98 to 98.
Well, Lem Howard was in his face, made him shoot the ball way up over the top of the backboard, and it dropped through. You got to give him credit.
Oh.
A great All-American, and he made the clutch shot.
Well, we haven't even got a half a second to get the ball out, which means you can't shoot.
Yeah.
Durham tried to get him to put a second and a half or so back on there.
Well, there was a couple seconds left when the ball went through the basket.
There was, but we apparently didn't call time and time, did we? Now, you said if we went to another overtime, you were leaving. So are you leaving?
You've called my bluff twice now, Larry.
Well, if you're leaving, John Moreland will be glad to work it for you. Pause 10-second station identification.
Skycopter Skyplane traffic only on AM-750 WSB Atlanta. Depend on it.
Georgia will try and take it out. The clock will click the moment the ball hits somebody else's hands from the end line, and the game will be over with another tie. Lem Howard looking, can't find anybody. Got it to Lucero, and he cannot turn around or do a thing. He had to finally give it to Lucero right in front. Well, we're going to play another overtime. And I don't know where we are, but this means I can't do any Christmas shopping tomorrow because it's already tomorrow.
Well, the sponsors are having a great day.
Pause for these words. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network. People wonder, Herb, why CBS paid way too many millions of dollars for the NCAA tournament. Look at this. You think this isn't an example of something?
Unbelievable. Not a fan has left here yet, Larry. And both teams with only, Geiger and Anderson, the only two starters for Tech, Marshall Wilson, Laterell Green, and Rod Cole. So Georgia still has three starters in the ball game.
Geiger jumps with Antonio Harvey. Third overtime. Thrown too high. On the side, Dominic saved it for Tech and bounced it off a Georgia man's body, Howard, and it went out of bounds. Dominic was going out with it, but he slammed it back against the man. So Tech gets the ball outside, 98 to 98. We are in the third overtime. I think it's the third. Dominic going to take it out. The little guard, who really helped him, saved him once, you remember, right at the end of one. They go into Geiger. He rolls in the lane. Good, he scored a six-footer. He's much bigger than anybody on the floor, though Antonio Harvey's only about an inch smaller. Laterell Green down. Big Geiger, as they go on his own, has put them ahead, 198. He's floating into the basket. Laterell to Rod Cole. Remember now, we've missed all our outside shots virtually the whole second overtime period. We can't hit it. Laterell Green going to feed Harvey. Good, an alley-oop slam dunk. Harvey floated around behind Geiger and slammed it in. It's 100 to 100. And we're in the third overtime, and Tech is coming down the floor. Dominic working. Dominic outside. One way and the other. Laterell trying to bother him. Bounce in the corner. Cole trying to bother the man with the ball. That's Kenny Anderson. He's in the left corner. He comes dribbling out front. It's 100 to 104 minutes. He's in trouble. He got it back to Dominic, who dribbles way outside. Dominic working to Anderson. We make a pass and miss the ball. Back to Dominic. Now they're going to post. Geiger open. Missed a 7-footer. Rebound straight up in the air. And Big Munlin got the rebound, and he walked with the ball because our defense forced him to, I guess. He made a floor mistake, but he had a big rebound in his hand.
Well, they're really going up way over the rim, both teams in.
Lem Howard out to Rod Cole, who's tired. You can see it. He walks down. It's 100 to 100, and this is the third overtime. Rod Cole coming down. Little screen. Doesn't use it. Back to Laterell, who now dribbles back out in the middle. Laterell looking. Laterell on the right wing, then to Cole on the right, and Rod dribbles out. It's 100 to 100, and this is the third overtime. To Marshall Wilson. To Rod Cole of Georgia. Starting around the right lane. Went to the baseline and fed across, and did he get hit?
Well, kick ball.
Kick ball. Tech kicked it out.
You just get the feeling Laterell Green or Marshall Wilson's going to bust a three sooner or later.
But, God, it's been a long time since we've hit a three. Dogs take it out underneath offensively. We throw way down back over midcourt to Laterell to get it out. 100 to 100. Georgia's got the ball again. Lateral, screen, jumper, short off the rim. He couldn't barely reach the rim. They're so tired, I guess. Dogs can't hit anything outside. Domalik coming down. Geiger rebounded for Texas. Third overtime. 3 minutes. Domalik on the left. Cut across in the circle. And to Munlin, who came out high, looked like Domalik moved his feet with the defense. Domalik again working. To Kenny Anderson, left baseline open. Good, of course. A little 10-footer. They hit him on the left baseline. Tech leads 102 to 100. Anderson is just brilliant. Out front is Cole. Cole drove down the lane. Got underneath. Fed Harvey on the other side. 6-footer. No good. Big Geiger rebounds a 7-foot giant. And Tech's got the ball, and they got the lead in the third overtime. Dogs can't even hit the short jumpers. They've gone ice cold again. Domalik working. Drives and circles back out in the corner. Big Newbill holds back outside to Munlin on a high post to Domalik. Tech leading 102 to 100 in the third overtime. Dogs act like they're dog tired. That's why they're shooting so poorly. Newbill across to Geiger out high. Geiger in pressure, untroubled. Anderson, long jumper out front. Short with about an 18-footer. Geiger saved the rebound in the corner and got it back to Anderson, the big guy. Out hustled in the corner and catch the call. Tech going to call time. Minute and 52. Tech's got the ball and they got the scoreboard. 102 to 100. Pause for these words. Georgia Bulldog Network. Atlanta, Georgia, and the Omni. On a Wednesday night, the third overtime. Georgia 100, Georgia Tech 102, and Tech has got the ball with a minute and 52. That's not very much time, but Tech's got the ball in the lead, and the Dogs can't buy a basket. They look tired. They can't reach the rim with them now, or they scrape the front of the rim.
Well, he's got Davis and Golden in at guard to pressure Tech.
Two fresh young guards. One of them a freshman. Domalik driving for Tech underneath, back to Geiger. Tech is going to kill clock here. 100 seconds to Kenny Anderson out front. So long as Anderson's on the floor, they can control this thing. Domalik working, dribbling, Tech milking time and stalling. Davis trying to bother him, the young freshman. Geiger came out to help him. Back to Domalik. They screen. Domalik has young Davis on him. Back then to Big Newbill, 82 seconds. Domalik with people chasing him. Harvey and Davis back to Munlin. To Kenny Anderson, a long one. We bother the shot. Back rim, no good. But Munlin jumped the rebound. The 6'11" guy stuck in a 3-foot jump shot. Tech's got it, I think, 104 to 100. Sean Golden went in, tried to feed Harvey, and the ball hit the backboard and slammed out. It's Georgia's ball. 61 seconds. Georgia falls 4 down now, and we take the two fresh young guards out. One thing they did do, they bothered the Tech guards while they were in there.
Made him miss the shot, couldn't come up with the rebound as Antonio Harvey came out to try to help and block the shot. And plenty of time left, Larry. A couple people wouldn't have tied this game up with 3 and 4 seconds left, so but Georgia really has to have a basket this time down.
But they're 4 down now. Patton and Cole and Lacuro back in. Cole going to take it out. And Kenny Anderson intercepted. The guards threw it away, and Tech comes running down. Geiger going to score easy on the layup. It's all over as Tech leads 106 to 100. Georgia ran out of gas. Long one by Lacuro hit the front of the rim. It's on the floor. People diving all over. Patton had it. And they're going to give it out to Georgia, but there's only 43 seconds. No, give it out to Tech. Tech has apparently saved themselves 106 to 100. I think they're going to have the ball, too, as the Dogs went ice cold in the third overtime. I mean, worse than ice cold. 43 and a half seconds. This place is just limp, I think. Tech's going to take it out. Georgia bench still trying to pull.
Well, we got a foul, Larry. That's all we can do. Try to foul quick.
Geiger going to take it out.
That's the man to
pass to Newbill, and then they went to Anderson. He drives. We bother the shot, and we foul him with 39 seconds. Anderson was running down the floor, and somebody hit him. But it's 106 to 100. Tech has saved themselves in the Omni in the third overtime on an unbelievably great ball game. Patton and Wilson will come back in. Golden and Davis now will sit down. What you have to do if they miss free throws, and they won't because it's Anderson. He's really something. You got to shoot a whole bunch of threes. You got to steal the ball after each three.
Boy, you sure got the feeling we're going to knock in a three, but you could tell the Tyrrell's really fatigued. It just doesn't have the legs to go up and stick it.
Anderson shooting good. 107 to 100. Tech in 3 overtimes. This will probably go down in the book as one of the greatest Georgia Tech basketball games of all time. 39.7. Anderson, another one, good. 108 to 100. And the Dogs hurry down the floor. Laterro to Cole deep. Laterro in the corner with a long one. Good. He hit a three-pointer. 108 to 103 with 30 seconds. All the Dogs can do is call time and try to steal it when it comes back in. There's only 30 seconds to go, and it's a 5-point game now, man. It is not a 3-point game. Pause for these words. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network. Five points down in 30 seconds. Now, I know in the NBA it can happen.
Well, we did it against LSU, Larry.
Geiger attacked to Anderson, and Laterro fouled him immediately. 29 and a half seconds.
Well, you were hoping we could get the foul and get one of the big guys at the foul line,
but it's Anderson, who had 20 in the first half.
I got him for 32. I think he's got a few more than that.
I think so, too, because once I counted, I don't know what I counted.
He's in the 30s.
33. He's 38, I believe. Anderson to the line, 2 shots, 29 and a half seconds. I don't know if he's got 40 or not. Herb got involved in the ball game. Anderson hits number 1. 109 to 103 with 29 seconds. 3 overtimes. An ungodly, great basketball game. Second shot rolled a little but fell good. 110 to 103. Georgia hurries, 7 down. Laterro shoots a long one outside. Back rim, no good. Antonio tried to dunk it. Laterro short with a long one. He got hit over on the left side. The ball was short, and we foul Kenny Anderson with 16 seconds. Antonio Harvey tried to slam dunk the rebound. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because it was a 7-point game, and that would only have gone to 5. And Anderson to the line. This is a tough loss. And what I'm worried about now, Herb, is coming back against the caliber team of Texas.
Well, you're right, Larry. I said down at LSU last year, it's the kind of game that can turn teams season around, and Tech's probably done that for them. But the Bulldogs, they're a gritty team. They fought to get back in this ball game. Just, you got to credit Georgia Tech, Kenny Anderson, and everybody that came off the bench for Georgia Tech in the second half. Munlin, Barry,
really got mileage out of their bench, didn't they? Anderson hit one. Now he missed the second one in and out. Harvey rebounds 111 to 103. Rod Cole deep along 25-footer, no good back rim. Rebound Cole had it knocked out to him, went in and hit a layup. 111-105 with only 5 seconds to go, and Patton fouled the guy with 2.5 seconds. Dominic trying to drive. It's a 6-point game with 2 seconds. A hard loss. It's going to hurt him, and mentally you don't know how he'll come back. And as I mentioned before, what is bothersome is the schedule from tonight on. There's so many major teams that are coming in.
What hurts you when you look back on this game, Larry, is Georgia really has...
Texas won it 112 to 105. They played 7.25 hours, and it was just great to watch. Tech, the winner, I think their record now is 4-3. And perhaps the tough, close losses they had, Herb, up there in the East, for instance, helped them.
Well, no doubt about it. Georgia's only had one close game, Larry, and that was with Vanderbilt. And we didn't stick the free throws there, but give the Dogs credit. They strapped to get back in it, made a heck of a ball game out of a tremendous college game, and really a bitter pill to swallow, and you got to feel sorry for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Pause for these words here. This is the Georgia Bulldog Network.